Nancy says Finn Foster sis. Yeah, I mean, I really don't get why people are so gung ho on this Finn and Liv thing, and then they're still trying to say, "Well, Finn would live first." No, it was Dawn would live. That tells me y'all don't pay. People don't pay attention. Not y'all here, but I'm just saying at large, they don't pay attention. Even with my video going all the way back to April, it was Dom and Liv. Dom and Liv were on their own doing stuff way before Finn got added into it. And then they missed other storyline things. They missed the wording of what Liv said, Judgment Day, join me and Daddy Dom. Is Finn was Finn in that equation? No. She didn't mention Finn. And then but just last week with the TikTok, it looks like Dom and Liv have a plan that they're trying to think on when to execute. It's things like that they miss. I think the whole Dom and Liv SummerSlam thing made it where people look for stuff and think that they're on to the storyline, but they're not seeing the right clues. Like they're missing how Judgment Day is kind of splitting down the center in the clubhouse. They're missing that Finn is missing his demon, his cooler, his briefcase in the clubhouse. That's been missing for 2 weeks. They're missing that Dom, Liv, and Raquel are wearing white, and then Finn, JD, and Carlito are wearing black. They're missing all those little pieces. Like y'all ignore that stuff, but then you want to focus in on Finn and Liv bickering that can make them a couple. But they ignore how Finn consistently negs Liv. Like, why would you want to go with somebody that negs you? I mean, like, not everything is going to be a Rhea and Dom situation. And I think people got some really unhealthy views on some relationships nowadays. Like, why would you want to go with somebody that negs you all the time? Let's see. Nancy says, I want to start seeing Dom win matches instead of putting over people. And yeah, I mean, that's me too. I want him to start winning. I'm tired of Dom always having to put over people or use his heat just to get other people over. He needs to be rewarded for his heat. But yeah, I'm just tired of Dom seeming like everything Dom has to wait just for everybody else to get stuff. And it shouldn't be like that. But yeah, I agree with you, Nancy. And then Nancy says Damian's solo push isn't working like the WWE thought it would. Yeah, it's flopped hard. It's crashed and burned. Because why would you need to have him with War Raider? Why would you need to put him back with Rhea? If he was doing just fine, he wouldn't need all that. It pretty much tells you that they're struggling with Damian, and that's their own fault. They thought they could go to the well with Dom, and it backfired. And I don't think I think now Dom has grown as a character so much that they can't just use Dom like that anymore. Because the crowd and people online will know what they're trying to do, and it's going to backfire. Like, this isn't somebody that everybody likes that they want to see to get over. This isn't like, who's a guy that they probably want to put over or something like that. Maybe like a Braun or a Carmelo or something like that. Like, those aren't guys, those aren't the guys that, Damian isn't a guy that other people want to see get over. One of these newer guys that people are all about and all he needs to push, those type of guys. Like, I don't think he's one of those guys and they tried to go to the well with Dom, it backfired. And then notice how they were kind of mentioning how Damian beat him up. I was like, okay, so you noticed that was wrong now? Barrett was just like, yeah, he got a win. At the end of the day, a win's a win. So Damian didn't need to do that tantrum. I mean, like, how are you going to have a whole ass tantrum over a loss that you got distracted about? That was your fault for losing. Yeah. Damian's push ain't working, I guess they like. 97 says, I would love to see Alpha Academy and tag teams. I think they would do really well in tag champs. I love Akira. I love Otis. I love Maxine. I love that little group. I think they should get like a little run as tag champ. In fact, I think I would like them to if Judgment Day had to lose against somebody, I think I would rather them be against Alpha Academy because Alpha Academy are connected to the crowd. The crowd loves them. They're really cute. They're really funny. Otis is connected. Akira is connected. Maxine is connected. They should have. Like Alpha Academy should have won those tag team titles, and then if they wanted to do the thing with American Made now to segue into them getting the tag titles, that would have been fine. Because at least now that would have this restart of the feud would have made sense. Because, like I said, what is War Raiders doing now? Why are they with Damian? They're still isolating themselves from the tag division. American Alpha winning the tag titles would have the crowd would have popped. The crowd loves them, and they could have segued into Chad Gable. You know, maybe feeling jealous about it, and then they can kick that off again. Nancy said now they don't know what else to do with them. If that's about Damian, yeah, they do not know what to do with Damian. And like I said, that's their own fault. I don't even know what they're going to do with Damian. Like, what is Damian's feud after this? After Finn and Dom, what does he do? Like, is he just going to hang around the upper card or maybe try and get the title again? Like, what is he going to do? What's his plans? That's why I always say people need to think about long-term plans when they talk about all these face turns and heel turns and stuff like that and winning titles. Okay, what's the plan after that? What happens when they win that title? What happens when they win that feud or they stop that feud? That's why I say that I don't think Rhea's winning the title. Like, what would she do? What would she do after winning the title? Because now, notice how the show just seems to go on when she wasn't there. No promo, no appearance. He wasn't there. And the show rolled on. That's the problem. Nancy said nobody works their way to the top anymore. Now they just hand out title shots to anywhere. Yeah, you see that on a tournament. It's like Triple H really loves tournament. Like, we need the story to build up people so they can be title contenders. And we're not getting that. The thing with Alpha Academy could have been a nice little reward for them. Even if they didn't hold the tag team titles that long, they could have been rewarded for their connections with the group, with the fans, and then you could segue them off, and then Otis maybe this is how you get Otis to be a single competitor again after that. But no, it's just tournaments. Then Nancy says, how many chances did Rhea and David need at the titles if no one else worthy of a shot? Again, yeah. People see that's what people started noticing with Rhea. People always wanted to blame Liv for the repetitive. It's Rhea. It's Rhea with her booking. Like there was no, they couldn't have anybody else come up to challenge Rhea after she declared herself the number one contender. Like this is when she did that. That should have been like the women's Raw women's locker room getting after Adam Pearce's ass and saying like, "Hey, how come you named her number one contender? We could have. What happened to fighting? How come Io had to fight, but she doesn't? At least you notice how everybody else had to fight for that chance for Internet Battle Royal, but Rhea didn't. And I really don't care that Rhea pinned Liv at War Games. That's a team effort. Everybody was fighting Liv during War Games. I think what was the other podcast, Heel Topics that I talked to on the X and on here sometimes, they said it best, like, that was a team effort. That doesn't count. It's not like it was a single pin. So why is it that they could just, after the work, we get a title shot? It don't work like, it shouldn't work like that. They should have had the women's world, they should have had the Raw women's worker room still be pissed at Rhea, and they should be. It's like I said, it's that history thing again. Why isn't the Raw locker room still pissed at Rhea? They should be mad at her for what she did, and they should be mad at her that she's always getting these title shots. But we won't get that. Because it makes Rhea look bad. So you can't have that. And see, Nancy says, Drew is another character that the WWE doesn't know what to do with. He kind of flounders, and I think they do have a direction. I think he's going to do the Bloodline hit list. But with Sammy getting beaten down and then Jay getting kind of beaten down now, it's kind of like losing its edge now. Like, Sammy shouldn't have been taken out so easily. And I think that's my problem with it, with the hit list, because Sammy got taken out so easily. It should have been some back and forth with Sammy, and then Drew takes him down. Then there's some back and forth with Jimmy and Jay, and then he takes them down, and then work your way up to CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Like, it seems like they're putting the gas on it too much when they need to like slow it down a bit. And then like this kind of pseudo alliance with Timu Bloodline, like I guess you're gonna prevent Roman from winning or something like that, maybe. But I think Roman's going to win that. Like Roman's gonna win. He's gonna be on Netflix, and then they'll have Solo on SmackDown. 97 says, my thing is that they are sideline stars like Raquel and then Natty, knowing that they're great on the back burner. Yeah, I mean, I think Natty deserved more, and Raquel deserved more. I think Raquel should have been advancing too. Like, reward Raquel for that little bit, showing, that could have showed some more tension with Judgment Day. Like, Raquel advancing while Finn is losing. Things like that. And then Natty, I think she could have got at least a little bit of a reward of a win, but you got Io Sky in there now, so let's see. 97 says it would have made more sense for Rhea to win the Rumble than go after the title. I would have had her win Elimination Chamber. If they really wanted to do that, I would have had her win Elimination Chamber. And that would have been fine. Like, kick her all the way down to the bottom, have her try to go in the Royal Rumble and lose, and then she wins the Elimination Chamber. That would have been fine. I don't think I want to see her as a 2-time winner, because since the Royal Rumble is still new for the women, I don't think I want to see like 2-time champs just yet. If that makes sense. But I would have had Rhea, if they wanted to do something, I would have had Rhea win Elimination Chamber, and then they can go on to the Royal to WrestleMania from that. And that would have gave Liv and Dom plenty of space from Rhea so Liv could develop some other things, other feuds, and then they could come back together. I think yours says, do you think the Judgment Day will get their rematch for the tag title? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think they're just going to go full force ahead with War Raiders, and I'm already finding them boring. So, I mean, they could now, if they really wanted to piss off some people, they could do that. Maybe like if Dom becomes leader, and then he manages to get JB and Carlito the tag team title shots, and they win it. That would be funny. I kind of want to see the reaction on the internet for that. But as it stands right now, I'm not sure they're going to get a rematch. They might. I'm not sure. It depends. Maybe this depends on what happens next week. 97 says, honestly, I thought about this the other day. If Liv, Dom, and Raquel have titles, then Ben loses tension. Yes, I mean, they could have went with that. Dom could have had IC, Liv could have had the Women's World, and then Raquel could have had, like, IC. And then there's been and that could have been a nice way to show tension, but I think they're going to pull the trigger. I'm really hoping they kind of pull it either next week or at Netflix, because I'm just kind of tired of the vortex of Damian right now, and I would rather see Dom just go on and start feuding with Finn than Damian, because Damian is just, like I said, it's just another vortex. No selling, no nothing. I'm tired of it. Hopefully next week we do get some kind of contract signing with Liv and Rhea. I do hope, I'm pushing and hoping and praying that that's just going to be a loser leaves Raw stipulation, because I think Rhea just needs to go on and go to SmackDown. Rebuild herself. Let her be in that locker room, let SmackDown have a star, and go from there. Because look, she's not wrestling. Put her on SmackDown. Netflix seems like they want all hands on deck with that. It's just really telling that she's not on that for that premiere. So it seems like with Rhea, like I'm thinking they're figuring out either she's got some injuries that she still needs to heal up from, and if that's the case, she should have still been out, and just gone and just put her on SmackDown, because it's just really, because thinking about it now, it just seems really interesting how she didn't show up at all for Raw. Nothing, no promo. I thought they would at least do like a promo for a taped promo. You could do that real quick, do a really taped promo, talking about her match coming up for Netflix. do like they could have did like a really quick TikTok promo, and they didn't do that with Rhea, so she wasn't even there, not even promo wise or in the ring or anything like that. Really interesting. I wonder what's going on there. But I think that's it. I will be back on Monday. That's going to be a live show. That's the last Raw before the Netflix premiere. I'm really hoping that we do get something major there. Like I said, I'm really hoping that we get a stipulation for Liv and Rhea. And I'm really hoping they pull the trigger, just have Dom just leave in or do something where it initiates Dom becoming the leader. That's what I want to see. I'm not seeing, and we'll get a good hint onto what's going on if we see that 6-man tag match is the main event next week. Thanks for tuning in to the Wrestling Receipts podcast. Remember to follow me on the X at WMaven WWE and on TikTok at WriterMaven for more wrestling insights and live reactions every Monday night after Raw. Until next time, I'm just saying.